In this video, I describe our proven new customer marketing system. Our digital marketing process uses Google Ads, Facebook and Instagram ads, and landing pages to predictably attract 20 to 30 new customers each month to any business cheaper and more effectively. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to find the highest buying intent keywords for your business. And so whether you do it yourself or we're doing it for our clients, what we always do is include obviously some major keywords. If you're a plumber, you want to do plumber near me or plumber or plumbing repair, something like that. However, beyond that, what we want to do is we want to find things that people would be searching for, specific to an emergency, quite frankly, if you're a plumber, like water leak or overflowing toilet, something like that. So again, thinking if you're a roofer, you're going to talk about water leaking from my roof, or ceiling leak, cracks in my chimney. So as you're doing this, I use a keyword finder, KWFinder.com. I'll have a link for this in the video below, but beyond just doing something as simple as a plumber, which is going to have tons of different searches, but there's going to also be a significant amount of competition there. What we want to look for is something like burst pipes. Now, again, this is going to have less searches overall once this actually shows up, but more specifically, it's going to be somebody that's further along in their search. So what you'll actually find is it might actually cost less. They're in an emergency situation, but they're not looking for generally a plumber. Specifically, they're looking for an emergency. And this works for everything from power outage, let's say, even, leaking roof, broken water heater. But, if you're an electrician, it would be, electrical fire or something like that. Or, if grease fire, carbon monoxide, smoking oven, something that's relevant but more emergency based. So that's where we start, is again looking for not just the top of the funnel, if you will. If I'm a car dealer, I'm not just selling a Kia, I'm looking to sell a Kia Sportage. Or if I'm a Toyota dealer, I'm not looking just to find people looking for Toyotas, I'm looking for somebody looking for a Toyota Highlander. And if I want to go further down in that funnel, in that buying intent keyword, it's going to be somebody that's looking for a Toyota Highlander with moonroof and four-wheel drive or something like that, because that person is not just looking for a car, they're looking for a very specific car. And so of all the dealers, they're looking for the dealer that has that. So just think about that when you're actually doing your searches. Somebody looking for a plumber is going to be looking at one point like pipes freezing and frozen pipes burst. Somebody looking for that types in frozen pipes burst is looking for an immediate solution, and so that's the best place to have your ad. So the next thing we want to do is run a market audit to kind of figure out what the competition looks like, what they're doing with keywords, their ads, what their offers look like, and their landing pages look like. So if I'm, for instance, again looking for landscape design, if I'm running a campaign, I want to see what people are doing locally. Are they talking about price points in their ads? Do they have their phone numbers in their ads? What keywords are they utilizing? Lawn care or landscape architect, residential or commercial. These are the types of things that we want to do. And we also want to kind of figure out when people are advertising and how often. And so who's doing it, what they're putting in it. These are all really great things. Now, the way to best do an audit without any assistance is to literally do these searches throughout the day, multiple days. Do it Monday through Friday. Do it on the weekends. Do it in the morning, the afternoons, the evenings. If you can figure it out late in the evenings, that's even better. We happen to use an audit software. Again, I'll put the link in the video that kind of gives me an idea of how many people are actually running ads, what the keywords are, what the ads look like, all those types of things. So, really important to me is to see kind of, what the top seen ads are, but this is for Invisalign for a dentist, but what are people talking about in the ads? Are they, if it's a local provider, top rated Invisalign provider starting at $199 a month. These are more generic, Smile Direct. These are provider ads. But if we're looking at, again, a local provider, they're giving a price point. They're giving a phone number. Now, I don't support clicking on actual ads here, but with our software, we're actually able to click on this and see the landing page without charging somebody for that click. So I believe this is morally better. But this way I can kind of look at where they're taking people, what the information looks like, and get a feel for, again, kind of what a local orthodontist is doing with their landing pages and how it compares with my clients or with mine. I want to see kind of what, if I want to look at Smile Direct Club or Invisalign.com, that's one thing. But if I want to see, what the local competitors look like, to me, this isn't a great landing page. These are much better because they're focused on capturing information quickly and providing a little bit of information. They're far better than something like this, which is literally taking you to a home page. How am I tracking that stuff? So it's important to me to see, does anybody have, this person has Facebook ad tracking. This person does not have it because they don't have a pixel on the site. This person does, but again, it's a less, I like that they say book an appointment, but to me, I want to kind of put that form right on that landing page so that people start doing it. So again, really what we want to do is run an audit, find out what people are doing, what keywords they're actually targeting, when they're actually running the ads. I want to see all that kind of information. Based on, hey, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, how many competitors are there? Look for sweet spots like Tuesday at 7 a.m. There's less ads than on Saturday at 7 a.m. To me, that's important to see so I know that I can find less competitors. Again, Sunday morning is going to be a lot better than Saturday morning. And yeah, people aren't open, but guess what? People are still doing their searches at those times. So that's helpful to me. Again, run an audit, find out what your competitors are doing, whether they're running specific verbiage in their ads, what the offers look like, are they putting price points in there, what do the landing pages look like. That's where you want to get started with an audit. Now that we have our keyword list built and we've run our audit, what we want to do is go ahead and create our Google Ads campaign. Now, I'm not going to walk you through the setup of this. Google does it very well on their own. If you need assistance, obviously we're here to help you. But really what we're going to do is create our Google Ads campaign, and we're going to create really an ad based on what we think is going to do the job. For me, I make sure that we're doing both mobile and desktop ads, but what we want to do is, again, take them to a very specific landing page if we want. I'm not going to show you my client's landing page here. I made a very generic ad to share with you, but basically what you want to do is make sure that you're targeting certain keywords, create a headline that you think is going to get clicks, because without somebody getting a click to your website, then it doesn't cost you any money, but we're here to try and get people to the website. So who you're targeting, what you are, who you're targeting. These are things that I think are very important. If you have any very specific keywords that are important that people are looking for, that's obviously a good piece. I'm not including a phone number here, but you want to have links for a phone number. You want to have a contact us, treatment options, for example. If I'm in the plumber, plumber space or electrician space, everything's going to be different based on those things. So really, it's very simple. Create an ad that you want people to click on, and that's really the hard part, is a high buying intent ad that's simple, it's targeted using Google Ads, and then once we get them to the landing page, that's when the work begins. Okay, so the next step in the process is creating a simple landing page focused on conversions and tracking. So what we're going to do is once they click on the ad for our services, whether it be the top of the line or the bottom of the funnel type of search, what we want to do is take them to a landing page that clearly explains who we are, kind of what we do, but has a very clear call to action. The idea here is to not take them all through our website or give them tons of information about who we are, some very brief information about who we are, a testimonial or two, phone numbers, office hours, locations if needed. But really, again, what we're trying to do is get them to book an appointment, specifically get our team on site. And the way we want to do that is get their name, their address, email address, and phone number. And that's it. So once they submit that information, what we're going to do is we're going to take them to a simple page that offers a calendar with available time slots. And obviously what you want to do is customize that based on your availability, your openings of your team, and what days of the week you work. And if there is any kind of information about promotion, I kind of left this generic. But if you have a 10% off, if you want to have a coupon or anything, or if you spend X amount of dollars, you get $150 off. You want to just kind of reiterate that promotion here and allow them to take the opportunity to book an appointment. Once they've done that, we want to take them to a thank you page. Now, this is all important based on tracking, which I'll kind of cover later on in the retargeting section. But what we want to do is kind of identify who's landing on the landing page, who's looking at the calendar, and most importantly, who's booking. That'll give us an ability to track, and it will also give us an ability to follow up based on what they've done. So that's it. We're really looking to try and keep it really simple, really clean, and just focused on a call to action. Okay, so I'm going to try and be specific as possible, but I want to be very generic about this messaging portion. So once we've driven people to a landing page and we've captured their information, what we want to do is we want to either follow up on a new lead or we want to thank them for booking their appointment. So what we try and do is we customize this for all of our clients, and I recommend you find an automation software if you're not working with an agency that provides this to just increase conversions. And this is not going to make or break your business. It's not going to mean extra $100,000 or $1 million in your business. But what it will do is increase the amount of people that actually book appointments. And what I mean by that is when we had somebody on the landing page, they may get distracted. They may, little Bobby might have, spilled his grape juice on the carpet, or they might have been, paging through at work and not able to submit their information, or, once they submitted their information, not able to book, or what have you. Or more importantly, you might be, running a Facebook campaign, and you might have already captured their information, but once they landed on the landing page, they didn't take action. So what we're doing is once we have that name, email address, and phone number, is we're increasing our conversions for our clients and minimizing response time. And what I mean by that is a lot of our clients don't necessarily have somebody sitting by the phone waiting to respond to a brand new lead immediately. But what we found is the quicker you respond, the more often you respond to an immediate lead, the more likely it is to convert. So what we're doing is, we apply a marketing campaign, an automation campaign, so that this runs on your behalf in the background, and we'll provide a link to the Lead Convert RX company that we use below. But really, it's about trying to say, hey, thank you for your interest in our company. Select a time for your consultation, or if if they haven't booked already an appointment, here's a link to the calendar again. Alternatively, you can start a virtual appointment at this website. This was for a particular client, and this was off Facebook. We also have a dial back, and this is again happening immediately. As soon as that information is sent in, this triggers our automation. This is a voicemail automation where 2 minutes later, we're actually sending a voicemail to the lead saying, hey, thanks for calling. Appreciate your interest. We're a little tied up at the moment, but we definitely want to speak with you. Call our office at this number right now, and we'll have somebody available. We're also sending a text message that basically says the same thing. And we run these things. You can set the timing to run Monday through Saturday or whatever your office hours are, so that it looks like somebody in the office is actually trying to get in touch with that prospect. And this, again, goes automatically to voicemail. It's not a dial-in where somebody needs to be on the phone. We do have that capability where we can do a live transfer. But really what this is doing is just saying, hey, you know what? We know that you're interested. We're trying to get you set up. Your booking request has been received, but we don't have you on the calendar. All this is just simply automated, and the second they actually book the appointment, the automation stops. But what we can do is start talking about, how the process works. You can start doing about the team. You can do testimonials. This all runs in the background until somebody actually books the appointment or converts how you want them to convert. So this is really effective at, again, minimizing the response time. So again, if you're a solo practitioner, or you're the only person, and you're on site and you're doing an estimate for a client, or if you're working with a customer right now, this all works in the background behind the scenes. So it minimizes that response time, but it will increase and maximize the conversions of getting people booked significantly. So again, it's not going to make you an extra $1 million this year, but if your current conversion rate is 10%, it's going to make it 15 to 20%. And if you can double your conversion rate, that's like doubling your revenue stream. So it can be super valuable. And so that's one thing that we've found has been very effective for our clients. So to continue the conversation about conversions, what we want to do is retarget the people that have landed on our landing page or taken a step in the process in our funnel. And so what I mean by that is we put a tracking pixel on our landing page and on these pages, so we know what stage of the funnel they're on, and then we're going to retarget them on Facebook and Instagram with ads specific to that. So the first step was they went on Google searching for our service. We showed an ad, they clicked on the ad, they're on this landing page, but for some reason they haven't actually submitted an appointment request yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to target those people specifically, and we can continue the message, continue the story about our company to try and get them to book. Now, one way to step this up a little bit even further is once we know that they haven't booked yet, we can take them directly to this page, this offer. We can reinforce the offer that we had. We don't need to send them back to this landing page. Once we know that they've submitted their information, their name, email address, and phone number, we can start sending them directly to the calendar page. Or if we know they've actually submitted their information, and this is optional, we do this for a lot of our clients, is once they've actually booked the appointment, we can, as we did in the actual automation, we can actually start showing testimonial videos, or we can start showing service-based videos that tell the story about how our clients are happy or about our services to people that have already booked. So by the time they actually see us on site, or if they're in the face-to-face meeting, they already know who we are, what we do, and how we operate. So it's more about they can ask you questions specific to how it will affect them, and the questions aren't specific to you proving that your service is capable or that how you do a good job. It's, hey, pain point marketing at that point, because we're able to specifically target them with a recurring message after they've already been to our landing page. So the final step, and this can also be a standalone step for some people when utilizing some kind of automation software, is what we call a database reactivation. And really what we're doing is we're reaching out to previous customers or previous leads that were on a company's list who either haven't done business with you for a period of time, and again, that's if you're a lawn care service, it might be 2 years. If it's a dentist, it might be a year, or just people that again haven't for some reason been in touch. What we're doing is we're activating that database of all those people that most people have in their contact database, and just reaching out to them via email and via text message, and providing some kind of reactivation offer. For me, this example is an advertising thing saying, hey, we had a special New Year's offer for our orthodontic clients. But basically, what we're doing is, again, we're sending out an email and a text message. You can have as many events as you want, but trying to get people to come back and do business with you. Or it could be a refer a friend situation where if you had a great experience and you refer a friend, we're going to give you a free XYZ, and they're also going to get 10% off or something like that. So database reactivation, we can build that into your marketing campaign, that automation already, so that we can hit people up that if they were leads and they never actually converted into a piece of business, we can set it up so that 90 days after they become an initial lead, we start the campaign again with a different type of promotion. Or you can just reach out to previous leads or previous customers and have a brand new offer. And this usually turns into some fast money for our clients.